Welcome to a new episode of Royo on Tour. Today we take you to the city of Haarlem. Haarlem is very famous of the national airport of the Netherlands. Situated in the Haarlemmermeer, translated to English, the Lake of Haarlem. And to be more precise, the lake which has been drained and is now called Polder of Haarlem. From the highway we drive inland near the camper place. There are already many bulbs growing in the polder, especially hyacinths and crocuses. We spent the night in the most affordable camper place near Haarlem in the village of Vijfhuizen. And as usual, we are again the smallest camper of this camper place. This camper place has 100 places to stay overnight. This camper place has excellent facilities, washer and dryer, including laundry soap, and a place to wash the dishes, facilities to fill the jerry can, simple but clean shower and toilets, and here is a nice office. Here's the manager of the camper place. He's friendly, hospitable and helpful. Dump places to dump your black water, and on the other side of the office, dump place for draining your grey and black water of your camper, drinking water to fill the campers, and a waste point for separated waste. And all this for 20 euros per night per camper. The easiest way to travel to Haarlem is by bus. For 2 euros per person and 10 minutes you are in the center of Haarlem. The Grote Kerk, or St. Bavo Church, historically St. Bavo Cathedral, is a late medieval church building located on the Grote Markt. And Haarlem is full of so many nice decorated houses. Oh wow, we like those lamp covers in someone else's house. What I said before, it's a nice city to walk through. They even have a wine theater.
Here we visit the Corrie house. This is a free museum with guided tours in Dutch and English. The window says this museum is more than a museum, and after visiting we can agree. This is the house of the original watchmaker family ten Boom, who were active in the underground during the Second World War. In the bedroom of daughter Corrie was by use of a false wall a hiding place made. After betrayal, the family was rounded up during a razzia, and the 6 people in hiding were not found. Only Corrie ten Boom survived the concentration camp Bergen-Belsen. After the war, she moved to America and made many trips around the world to tell about her experiences in the concentration camp Bergen-Belsen and how to heal after this trauma. As a result, she wrote the book Hiding Place with her personal story. This is the hiding place where the 6 people in hiding kept quiet for 72 hours and were able to survive thanks to the air vent. The story goes that the jug of water was forgotten to be filled. They only had a can of cookies. We can highly recommend a visit to this museum.
Corrie ten Boom has also written several books, many of which are about her experience in Second World War. Haarlem is a nice city that has always stood in the shadow of Amsterdam, but which has also benefited from Amsterdam's success. And you can see that from the building style. Look at these nice gables. Wow. And here, look at the decoration of this building and this beautiful stepped gable. This small building is the entrance to the Frans Hals Museum. Pity that it is now closed due to the renovations. And for €4 each, we visit the St. Bavo Cathedral. Hanging a small ship in a church is also called a votive ship or a church ship. An habit dates from the mid-ages. These ships donated by boatmen who promised their guardian saints such a ship after a rescue. And here you will see the famous Müller organ, a gigantic pipe organ that was built around 1735. The wooden organ case is decorated with gold leaf. It has 5,000 pipes. The smallest are big as a pencil and the largest are over 10 meters long. Look at these statues and heads on this old building. Aren't they beautiful and impressive? We think it's really a piece of beautiful art of the past. And on top of these beautiful buildings, a bell cable and a step cable. Sometimes we also eat at a nice restaurant, this time at the Dijkers. We can recommend it. A bit pricey, but a good meal with a lot of flavor and friendly service. And after that, we went back to the camper place. 5 minutes walk from our camper place is the Haarlemmermeer forest. It's a 115-hectare park-like area in which the Floriade was held in 2002. The Floriade is a garden exposition oriented to export. The forest is home to many events, such as the annual Mysterieland and Concours Epic. The Big Spotters Hill, the Haarlemmermeer Pavilion and the Expo building are some of the remains of the Floriade in 2002. From this Big Spotters Hill, you have a great view over the park, the water area, the Expo building and even our camper place. In a distance you can see the black car. Yes, there it is. That is our small camper. And also over Schiphol Airport. I don't think this camera can record the sounds, but in a distance I can hear the airplanes taking off. I have a little wait. If I can zoom to the maximum, you can see the blue and white planes of the KLM. Here one more time the Big Spotters Hill from the park. The hill is 40 meters high and a steel framework 15 meters high. The park is freely accessible and dogs are allowed to run free. You can also cycle through it. This park is well maintained. While it is only the middle of March, nature seems to be in winter mode. But if you have an eye for it and you look closely, you can see that all short things are already growing and blooming. And that means spring is coming. When the camera is zoomed in to the maximum, it looks quite large. But when I zoom back, you can see that these flowers are quite small.
Thanks for watching. Hope you liked this episode as we did by visiting Haarlem this time. Hope to see you next time and don't forget to like or subscribe. We like to see your reactions.